Erica, please. Erica, please. Stop it.
Okay, so word on the street is that Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, is very busy, very extremely busy. So watch these videos, come back, let's talk about it.
I know.
We'd get news like that.
I was like, oh goodness, that would be the ultimate blessing out of this catastrophe. So now when I see young couples, I tell them, please, like, don't put it off. Especially if you're a young woman, don't put it off. You can always have a career. You can always, go back to work. You can never just go back to having children. And they grow so fast and so quickly, but I was praying, both of us were, we were really excited to just expand our family.
Thank God you have the two.
I know.
Thank God.
Boy and girl, I know.
One day they'll find out. Right now they're just, little
know.
loves. And one day they'll find out that they're Charlie Kirk's children, and they'll know what that means.
Sometimes God don't give you what you prayed for. He gives you what the world needs. Erika Kirk, who is Charlie Kirk's widow and now the CEO of his company, ironically enough, said that she prayed that she was pregnant after Charlie Kirk was, taken out. And I just know that God heard that request on a prayer line, and he said, don't nobody else want that. Don't nobody else need that. We don't need no more recreations. We don't need no more of that running around. Now, I personally still believe that this was all a setup by her and JD to take her husband out so they could be together and take over his organization, allegedly, or whatever I'm supposed to say so I don't get sued. But I believe this was an inside job and Buddy got backdoored and they don't want to tell us that. But however you want to spin it, we don't need no more of anybody with this little doohickey flip over comb to the side terrorizing us. We don't need no more of it. So thank God for answered and unanswered prayers.
So Miss Erica Kirk is pregnant, the widow of Charlie Kirk. She's pregnant, 8 weeks pregnant at that. Her husband died 10 weeks ago. The math is not adding up. The math is not mathing. If 1 + 1 = 2, what's happening here? Did he come back from the grave to... I doubt it. Now, from my observation, what I've seen online, the vice president has been very comforting. Very, very comforting. Too comforting. So, I don't know. I smell a dirty and nasty divorce. Unless they keep it under the rug, unless they sweep it under there and pretend like nothing happened. But whoa! Miss Kirk, you couldn't even wait 10 weeks? Oh, come on. But who am I to even, shame? You go for it, girl. You do what you gotta do. But damn, did you even grieve? Whew. I guess we'll find out.
This is all alleged and rumored. However, the streets is talking and they saying that Erika Kirk is pregnant. Now, the controversy behind this, if you haven't heard, is the fact that she's 8 weeks pregnant, allegedly. Now, keep in mind, her husband, Charlie, was unalive 10 weeks ago. So 10 weeks, 8 weeks. If this is the case, then that's clearly not Charlie's baby if she's 8 months pregnant. But what the kicker is to me is this. Y'all remember how she was grabbing and caressing this man's head and whatever? Now the conspiracy theories start rolling in because, hold on now. If he was unalive 10 weeks ago and just 8 weeks, you're classified as pregnant theoretically, then if it's not Kirk's baby, then whose is it? And if this is the case, then this would make sense why Kirk had to be pushed to the side. My theory, it didn't have shit to do with him standing up for fake Israel. I think this is the reason that got Kirk unalive, Because what if it's a high official politician who was secretly messing with Kirk's wife, got Kirk's wife pregnant? Now we have to do PR control, because if the media gets out that that's not his baby, obviously the blood test will reveal who's the father if it isn't Kirk. So with Kirk out of the way, they probably feel like they won't have to do a DNA blood test, and that they can just say, hey, this is Kirk's baby. And I believe this is why she tried to get in front of the media to say, hey, I was always praying that when Charlie Kirk died that he impregnated me. What if you already knew you was pregnant? And what if you went to the guy who got you pregnant and devised a scheme in order to save your ass and in order to save his ass?
Okay, so what do you guys think? Because I want to shrug this off as one of the conspiracy theories, but some people are really making valid arguments. The one being the one that's making the argument that it's been 10 weeks or 11 weeks since Charlie Kirk passed, and Erica Kirk is 7 to 8 weeks pregnant, so it couldn't have been Charlie Kirk's baby. It had to be someone else's. And of course, because of what they saw on television with that very sentimental hug between Erika Kirk and JD Vance, it makes them think, it makes them connect one dot to another, right? But this is crazy, right? And this just shows you the narrative that the quote-unquote white conservatives like taking. I mean, Erika Kirk said that if she was with child, it would be divine intervention, right? And of course, she's saying that because she wants to align with the white conservative base. Obviously, the white conservative base believes in Christianity, believes in God. So she's trying to use that to basically just try and, cover up the logical inconsistency that's been used here. So what do you guys think, right? Tell me in the comment section, do you think she is indeed, the evidence is damning, right? But we do not know for sure. Hence I'm asking this question of what you guys think. Like, subscribe. I'll be reading every comment, and I'll see you guys in another video.